Hello, 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 my virtual family. Come on in the room really quickly. Oh, you know what? I did not change the title on this live. I didn't. But come on in the room really quickly. Let's talk. This glasses feels weird. I'm going to have to get it adjusted. Come on in the room. Hey, Ernesto, come on in the room. Hi, Ramiro. Come on in the room. Hello to you. Come on in. Come on in. Let's talk really quickly. I want to talk about systems. You need a system to usher you into your dream life, the life of your dreams. You need a system to get you there. Let's talk about it. Come on in the room. Hey, Ryther, how are you? Hey, Anna. Welcome to the room. Come on in and let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You need a system. Everyone that you know, that you look up to, they all have a system that they're working with that is taking them to the destination that they desire or has gotten them to the destination that they desire. Hey, Jesus is my rock. How are you? How you doing? Hey, Ryther, how are you? So come on in the room. Come on in the room. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Every successful person that you know, every individual that is doing very well. Hey, Jenny, how are you? How you doing today? This afternoon, this evening? How are you doing? So every successful person that you know, trust and believe that they have a system that they're using to get to their destination, or they have used to get to their destination. So what is your system that you're using right now? Hey, how are you? What's a system that you're using to get to your destination, to get to your dream life, to make the money that you want to make, to have the house that you want to have the career that you desire to have, to run the business that you want to run? What is the system that you are using right now? What is it? You're existing. Is that what you're saying? You're existing. I don't want you to just exist. I want you to live. I want you to thrive, right? I want you to thrive. So we're talking about system, and I'm going to share with you some reasons why you need a system in your life. You need to be working from a system, right? Every business, every organization that you know, they work based on systems. They need systems to be efficient. They need systems to be successful. You as an individual, you also need systems in your life. So here's reason number one. Life is full of distraction. So full of distraction. And if you're going to get ahead, you need a system of accountability, somebody that's going to hold you to the goals that you set, or an actual system that you check in to see, okay, where am I? What have I done? How much further do I need to go? So you need an accountability system because life is full of distractions. You wake up, the phone is going off, notification keeps coming in. Maybe you have a job situation, right? As soon as you wake up, emails coming in, text message coming in. So you're distracted. So how are you going to cultivate or develop yourself with all of these distractions around you? You need an accountability system. You do. So whether that's a coach or a mentor, or you have an actual system that you do a check-in, I'll share with you one that my mentees use to check in to see where they're at, how much further do they need to go, what else do they need to do to get to the goal. So a part of the workbook, they have a review sheet that they got to fill out. Okay, how far am I? How much further do I need to go, right? What are the other tasks that I need to complete to get to my goal? So they do have an accountability system, and I do check in with them as well. Because one of the things that they do on enrolling is a vision map. Okay, they do a vision map. What is the goal we're working on? Goes in the center. You can't see it, but they're actually octagons on there. I don't know if you can see the shapes. I don't know if you can see the shapes, but there are shapes. So this is the middle one. So what goal they're focusing on and what are the tasks that they're going to do. And we add dates to them and I check in with them to make sure that they're actually executing. So they have an accountability system, right? My mentees have an accountability with me, right? And they have actual paperwork that they're doing to check in and say, okay, what do I have to do next? Where am I going this month? What are the goals that I'm working on? What are the struggles that I anticipate that I may face? And what's my game plan to overcome them? Because again, life is full of distraction. You need an accountability system. Another reason why you need to be working from a system, right? You have struggled with boundaries. Do you have boundaries set up in your life right now? Do the people around you respect your time? Do they respect your possession, right? Do they respect you in general? When you lay the rules down and you let them know, hey, I can't do this at this time. You can't come by at that time. You can't just take my car whenever you want to take my car. You can't just come and take my money or ask me for my money and don't give it back to me. These things, if they're just playing out in your life that way, they're going to prevent you from progressing. Right? They're going to prevent you from progressing if there are no boundaries around your possession, around your time, around you. You're not going to be satisfied with yourself, right? You're not. You're going to feel used and abused because that's what they're doing to you because there are no boundaries. They just drop by whenever they want, take your stuff whenever they want, borrow your money and don't give it back, and you don't stand up for yourself. You need some boundaries. And I teach you how to do that inside of my program. The Action Accelerator is what I'm talking about. That is my mentorship program. This program is comprehensive, so it helps you in multiple areas of your life. Teaches you how to set goals, how to set boundaries, helps you to build value systems, right? Because those are absolutely necessary in your life, right? I hold you accountable. I help you to get clear on your vision, on your goals, and give you a strategy on how to execute them and make them a reality in your life. So what I'm talking about right now, my system that I can share with you that you can enroll in is called the Action Accelerator, which is my mentorship program. Helps you to manage the distraction, right? Overcome procrastination because you're going to have an actual execution plan. So you know exactly what you're doing, how you're doing it, and when you're going to do it. All right. So I have an actual execution plan for you inside of my program that you can utilize to stay on track. So for those of you who are just hopping in the room, I'm talking about systems. You need systems in your life to be successful, to stay organized, to get things done, get them done on time. Get them done on time. So reason number one why you need systems, life is full of distraction. So you need an accountability system. Somebody that's going to hold you to the goals that you set, or maybe you have it written down on paper so you can check in and say, hey, you know what? I did not get this done, and it is important for me to get it done so that I can get to this goal, right? So you need an accountability system to counteract the distraction that life brings. Then you need boundaries. You got to understand how to set up boundaries because you will spend your life pleasing people and not getting to your personal goals. Hi, Miss Gloria. How are you? Good evening to you. Just got home and I'm here alone. The house is quiet. So I was like, let me just do a live. Before they get home. All right. So we're talking about systems. We need systems. Hey, Mosa, how are you? We need systems to be successful. Every individual that you look up to that is doing the thing that you desire to do, they have the life that you would hope to live one day. They have systems that they're working with to get them the desired results that they're seeking. So again, life is full of distraction. You need an accountability system. You struggle with boundaries. You need to learn how to put boundaries in place, right? So you don't get set back because you're always trying to please someone else and putting yourself on the back burner. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. The next reason, your mindset is not where it should be because of your life experience. So you're going to need some reconditioning. Hey, Kiki, how are you? Good afternoon to you. So you're going to need some reconditioning. I help you develop. Well, I teach you inside of my mentorship program. There is a whole lesson on mental reconditioning and how to cultivate a routine that is going to recondition your mind. That is a lesson that I cover in the Action Accelerator. So if you're the one that knows for a fact that, hey, my mindset is not where it's supposed to be. I don't think the thoughts that are productive, thoughts that are empowering, that is really going to get me to the destination that I'm trying to get to, then you need some mental reconditioning. I teach a whole lesson on that inside of my mentorship program. Again, I'm talking about the Action Accelerator. And if you're interested in enrolling in the Action Accelerator and working with me, just DM me the word mentor. I will respond to the DM and help you get enrolled in the Action Accelerator. I promise you it is worth the investment. You are worth it, right? You are worth it. Your future is worth it. So why not invest in yourself? So again, we're going over systems. You need systems to live the life of success that you desire. Hey, Happiness 300, I responded to your DM. So check your DM and let me know. All right, let me know where we're going. Let me know. So check your DMs. 3 tips to overcome procrastination. So 3 tips to overcome procrastination. First, you got to get clear on where you're going, right? You also need a very strong why. Why do you want to go there? Why do you want it? What is it connected to? You can't want the car just because you want to show off on somebody, because the days when it gets hard for you to come up with the money, right? So you're working because you want to save up to buy a nice car. It cannot be because you want to impress somebody else. No, you're still going to procrastinate when you have to go work that shift to get the money. You're still going to procrastinate because that is not a strong why. All right. So you got to have a strong why. I'm showing up. I'm writing these books because I want to build a legacy for my children and my children's children. That is a very strong why. So even when I'm tired, I'm going to stay up and write this chapter because I'm building legacy, right? When I'm no longer here, my kids, my grandkids can sell these books. So even if they don't have a job, they have the right to sell these books and make some money. That is a strong why. I'm not writing the book to impress anybody. No. Because on the hard days when I'm tired, right, I won't come home and write that chapter because I'm only doing it to impress somebody, right? That is not a strong why. I'm building legacy. So I have to schedule the time in to write this book, to get it published, right? I have to make time to do the marketing because I need to make money, right? So you need a strong why. That's number 1. And again, well, number 2 is you need to get clear. Get very clear on what it is that you want. A lot of times we procrastinate because we think we want it. Somebody else has it. I think I want that, right? That's not good enough. That's not strong enough. You're going to continue to procrastinate. I think I want the business. I think I want to launch the organization. No. You can't, that you're going to procrastinate. It'll be 2030 and you still haven't done anything because you're not clear. You are not clear on what it is that you want. I'm very clear. I don't have it. No, it's not here with me. I'm very clear on the empire that I am building, right? And again, I'm building for legacy. I'm very clear that I'm building an educational and a personal development enterprise. That's what I'm building. Everything that I do matches up with that clarity of vision that I have. I teach on social media, I write books, I create programs, right? I speak. All of it is connected to the educational and personal development enterprise that I am building. So you got to be very clear. So I don't procrastinate. I know that I have 2 books on the calendar right now to be released the end of August. I'm working on those things so I don't procrastinate, right? I don't procrastinate. So 2 things, you got to get clear on where you're going, right? And then you have to have a strong why. You can't be doing the thing just to say, hey, look at me. No, you need a strong why. If your why is not strong enough, you're going to procrastinate. And the third thing to overcome procrastination, I would say work on your mindset, right? Work on your mindset. Work on how do you think about yourself? How do you think about yourself? Sometimes we get in that space of, you know what, I'm not going to do it this month because they don't expect me to do it anyway, so I'll put it off until next month. That's how you think about yourself. Well, I didn't finish high school, so I don't think anybody's going to be interested in it anyway, so I'll wait until next year when I have a bigger crowd or a bigger audience. That's how you think about yourself. So that causes you to procrastinate. You got it? Okay, awesome. So that causes you to procrastinate. It does. So this whole system that I'm talking about, the Action Accelerator, is actually a counterattack for procrastination, but it is a whole system, right? It's a whole system. It works on your mindset. It teaches you how to set goals, right? It teaches you how to be accountable to those goals, gives you clarity, helps you to set up value systems, which is very important when it comes to you making decisions. How are you making decisions right now for your life? Do you just get up and randomly do stuff, or is there a value system? Are you thinking about the integrity that you hold dear to your heart, right? You got to have a value system that you're making decisions from. So how I connect with people, like I'll get a lot of friend requests on social media, right? Individuals will get in my DM and say, hey, I like what you're doing. I would like to connect. I would like to work with you. The very first thing I do, I go to their page and I scroll to see what are their value system. How are they showing up? Are they people of integrity? What are the words that they're speaking, that they're sharing? Who's tagging them, right? Who is tagging them? Because of the value system that I have, I can't just connect with anybody. I can't just be friends with anybody. I can't. I have to protect my value system. I have to. So how do you operate? Do you have an active value system that you're very aware of? So whenever you're connecting, whenever you're speaking, whenever you're responding, right? Whenever you're responding, you have to keep in mind that, hey, integrity is very important to me, right? So I have to be careful what comes out of my mouth when I respond, right? So I have a whole system, the Action Accelerator. This is my passion, and I'm sure that y'all can tell that I love what I do. I absolutely love what I do. So, yeah. Yes, Raul, I am. But I'm talking about my mentorship program right now, the Action Accelerator. It is an amazing system that will get you to the destination that you desire to get to. You want to talk to me? Send me a DM. Okay, Raul, send me a DM. My DMs are open. All right, I will respond to you. So send me a DM. So for those of you who are interested in working with me, I don't just talk, like I actually work. I do work. And the same system that I teach my mentees is the same system that I use in my life. How difficult is it to maintain integrity in... Oh, okay. I'm not sure, Kiki. Are you telling me that? Are you telling me, Kiki? Let me know. Are you telling me? I've never been there. I've never been to that country. Never been there. But I know there's a lot going on there right now. I know it is. All right, so I'm talking about the Action Accelerator. Again, if you want to enroll, if you want to work with me, send me a DM me the word mentor. DM me the word mentor so I can help you to get enrolled. I know this system works because this very system that I teach took me from making $10.50 an hour to now a six-figure earner. I do have multiple careers. I run a business as well. I'm the founder of a ministry. I am an author, right? I have 5 out now. I have 2 pending. That's coming the end of August. Okay, Raul, I got your message. I will respond when I get off of here, okay? I'll respond. So this is the most recent one that I wrote, the Bold Moves Manual. This is mindset coaching in a book. You can get it on Amazon. It is available on Amazon. This is another one. This is my accountability journal, the Dreamer's Journal. It's another one. This is the first book that I wrote, right? So I actually know that this system works. I wanted to become an author. I needed the right mindset to become an author. I needed to learn how to set goals and execute, right? And stick to the goals, right? I needed to learn all of that, and I teach all of that inside of my program. I needed mental reconditioning because before I could do any of this, I had to work on my mindset to get to the place where I actually believe that it is possible for me. I had to do the mindset work, and I help you to do that. I also needed to understand seasonal changes that occur in life because we will have a goal and then life happens and we drop the goal because we don't know how to manage the season. We don't understand how to transition and still keep focus, keep our eyes on the goals that we have set. So I do teach inside of my mentorship program seasonal management as well. So you do not drop the goal because something changed in your life, right? So I have a whole lesson on season management. You gotta understand how to manage seasons, right? How to manage seasons so you don't drop the goal every time something changed in your life. You know how to remain focused on the goal. You know how to prepare. I teach the art of preparation inside of this lesson. The art of preparation. I teach it inside of season management. So if all of this sounds good, sounds like something that you know you would benefit from and you would like to work with me as your mentor, DM me the word mentor and I will help you to get enrolled in the Action Accelerator. Let me know if you have any questions for me. Let me know. I'm going to give you a behind the scenes look at the Action Accelerator, what it actually looks like on the inside, okay? Let me pull it up and I will give you a behind the scenes. Let me know, are there any questions? Any of you on here that have a mentor right now or you're looking for a mentor? Are there any questions? Any of you on here that have a mentor right now or you're looking for a mentor? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. So I'm going to flip my camera around so you can see the Action Accelerator. So the link in my bio, if you click the link in my bio, it will take you here to my store, my digital store. And this is the Action Accelerator. So I'm going to give you behind the scenes. I'm going to give you behind the scenes. So this is week 1. This is what it looks like. And this program is set up so that you can work at your own pace. You can work at a time that is convenient for you, right? We do have monthly live sessions. So this is what it looks like. Let me give you some volume so you can actually hear it. So this is it. Make you a master executor on all the tasks that will get you to your dream life. Yep. Now we're going to focus on week 1, the dream life blueprint. Yes, indeed. So this is the Action Accelerator behind the scenes. So again, this program is set up in a way that you can do it at your own pace, do it at your own time. It does come with the workbook that I was showing you. So you get to work through this. I co-create with you as well as you're working on your goals. I do that with my mentees. So they would tell me exactly what they're trying to accomplish, and we will strategize and co-create an execution plan. That's what I do with them. And they go through these lessons that is really going to help them to execute on those goals that they have. So again, this is behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, these are the classes. See the class that the lesson that I was telling you about, season management. Season management. How many times have you set a goal, something happened in your life, and then you drop the goal? Sometimes you drop it for a year, 2 years before you pick it back up. Season management, I teach you the art of preparation so you know what to do, so you do not have to forsake that goal. You do not have to forsake that goal. Also, trigger control, I like this lesson because, again, we can set a life goal. Something happens that triggers us and we get reminded of a past experience, something that happens to us, and then we forsake the goal. I teach you how to manage those triggers, how to handle it when it happens, what you're going to do so that you do not forsake your goal. You do not drop the life goal that you have. Because if you keep dropping your life goal, you're going to be delayed. And we don't want that. We're in 2025. We cannot afford to be delayed. We can't afford that, right? So we need to get to our destination on time, and you have to learn some new skills that is going to help you to get to your destination on time. I love time management as well. I help you to identify where there are gaps in your days and how you can fill them so you can be more effective. All right. So you can actually execute on those goals. If you've ever said to yourself, man, we're 6 months down the line and I don't know what I did with my time. I help you to identify those gaps in time management. All right. These are recordings of our live sessions. So you get access to the replays of the live sessions that I've done with my other mentees. So you get to be, you get the information from our live sessions. Are there any questions about the program? Let me know. Do you have any questions? Again, every successful person that you know, they have an active system that they're using to accomplish the goals that they're accomplishing in their life. If you check it out, most of them, they have coaches, they have mentors, right? They have people that are keeping them accountable to the goals that they set. So if you've been trying 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years to accomplish a specific goal in your life and you haven't hit the mark yet, you haven't accomplished the goal, you need a system. You need a system to work from. You need accountability because there's just too much distraction. You need boundaries because you keep trying to please people and forsaking your goals, forsaking the things that you want to do in your life You need to set up boundaries. I teach you how to do that as well inside of my mentorship program. So again, if you want to work with me, if you want to get into the program, DM me the word mentor so I can help you to get set up. All right. So this is set up in a way so you get this workbook along with some bonus materials. It looks crazy because I've been using it, right? That's why it looks crazy. But this is the workbook that comes with the program, the Action Accelerator. This is the workbook that comes with it. We co-create on the goal that you're working on and develop an execution strategy for you to get to that goal after you enroll in the program. You're going to go through the lessons so that we can get that reprogramming done, right? Whatever the limitations are that's been stopping you from executing on those goals, we want to fix those. And that is why these lessons are so important. And then you join us the last Saturday of each month for our live session where we get together as a group. And we have a good time in those live sessions. We absolutely do. So DM me the word mentor if you want to work with me. If you want my system, again, this very system, let me tell you about my past, how I know that it works. I dropped out of school in the 7th grade, dropped out of school again in the 8th grade. I was pretty much homeless living in New York City, right? Yes, in New York City, Brooklyn, New York, Sutter Avenue, in them projects, right? On Sutter Avenue, East New York, right? So this system that I'm showing you has now transformed my life to homeowner, business owner, 6-figure earner. I have a career. As you see, I'm in my scrubs. And yes, I became a nurse. This is my scrubs. I'm just getting off work, right? I'm in scrubs and I run a business, founded a ministry. I do a lot of international work, right? I do. Became an author. So I know the system works. I know it does. The mental reconditioning was absolutely necessary. I needed to learn how to set goals and how to follow through and execute on them. I needed to learn how to maneuver when difficulties came along because, of course, it was hard to get to where I'm at. I did not get my GED until I was 23 years old, I believe. 23 years old. So I needed systems. I absolutely needed systems to get to where I'm at today. So this works. I'm telling you, it works. And it is working for my mentees as well. Yes, very busy. I was very busy. Very busy. So if you are in that space where you're saying, you know what? No more limits. I'm taking the limits off. I'm ready to go for goal. I'm ready to execute on these life dreams that I've had. When I was homeless, I was dreaming about owning a home. I had to cultivate the mindset that it was absolutely possible for me to own a home, right? I needed to develop discipline to work, to save this money, to get my finances together, to get my credit together, right? Because I bought my home with no cosigner, right? This took work. And I've put all of that into a system for you so you can pretty much copy and paste and get there. All right. So I put it together, a whole system that I use that my mentees are using, and you can use it too to get to your goals. Yes, you can. So DM me the word mentor. And let's get you enrolled in the Action Accelerator. Let's co-create your vision map so you can start executing and getting to those goals. You still have time. You still have time. We're in the 7th month of the year, and I have published 3 books this year. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy to say. I've published 3 books already, and I have 2 more that I'm going to publish the end of August, right? Now that takes system. It takes a specific mindset. I still work. As you see, I'm in my scrubs. I still work. I run my business, and I have children, right? I do. But I know how to manage my time. That time management piece, the time management lesson inside of the program, very important. Very important, because I have you track your time, track your days for a specific number of days so that you can identify where the gaps are, where we can plug and play something more productive into your day. All right. So if you want to enroll in the Action Accelerator, DM me the word mentor. If you want to stop procrastinating, you actually want to execute on these goals, you can do it. You just need the right system. You need the right mentor. You need the right strategy to get it done. But I know you can do it. DM me the word mentor so I can help you to get enrolled in the Action Accelerator. All right. I've got to go. I got to have dinner and I have to work out as well. So I got to go. I have to go. But again, DM me the word mentor so I can help you to get enrolled in the Action Accelerator. All right. Happiness 300. I DM'd you. I responded to your DM. So check it out and let me know. Raul, I'm going to get back to you and whoever else DM'd me. So just pay attention to your DM because I am responding. I do respond to my DMs. All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hey, Chantel, how are you? How you doing? It's been a while. Thank you so much for the Daily Heart Me. How are you? I hope all is well with you. I hope all is well with you. All right, I've got to go. I've got to go. So DM me the word mentor. If you're just seeing me for the first time, you can scroll on my page, check me out, see what I'm all about. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am The Productivity Coach on YouTube, so you can get some more information about who I am and what I do. All right. So DM me right now the word mentor if you want to work with me. Send me a DM right now with the word mentor, so I can help you get enrolled in the Action Accelerator. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. I will see you all in the morning. I'll be back at 6:30 a.m. Eastern time for Command Your Day. So come on back in the morning and join me here and grab your copy of the book, because this is what we're working from in the morning time, the Bold Moves Manual. So grab your copy on Amazon and join me right here 6:30 a.m. Eastern time. You can also download the e-version of that book using the link in my bio. Hey, how are you? I don't even know. I don't know what your tag says. I see letters and numbers, but I'm not an English teacher. No, I'm not. I'm not an English teacher. I speak the way I do because I read a lot. All right? That's why I speak the way that I do. I'm Jamaican, so my English is broken, but I read a lot. So that is why I sound the way that I do. That's why I speak the way that I do. All right, I've got to go. DM me the word mentor and let's get you enrolled in the Action Accelerator. All right, I'll see you all in the morning. Bye for now.